All right, so Amazon FBA has changed and it's going to continue to change. And unless you know what you need to do in order to survive, then you're dead. So over the past few years, right, the number of sellers on Amazon has skyrocketed. It's gone from about 6 million in 2018 to over 10 million expected in 2024. So obviously that means that there's a little bit more competition. And then a few years ago, we had the aggregator gold rush, where there was over $6 billion raised to buy up Amazon brands. But since then, some of the biggest aggregators like Thrasio have gone bust. So is it all over? Is the future of Amazon FBA a bleak wasteland where nobody makes any cash? Well, in short, no. It's still very much alive. Things are just a little bit different. And if you really want to survive and you really want to thrive, then you've got to adapt. So our brand has done over $1.3 million this year, and we've got students launching successful products as we speak. So people like Tom, who's just launched his first product and is now doing over $12,000 a day in sales. But the reality is, if you want to be like Tom and you want to see success, you've got to be way more tuned in and much more sharper than you did in the past. But if you're watching this video, then you are in luck and you're doing the right thing. Because I'm going to outline 4 survival tips that are going to help you not only survive, but thrive in the future of Amazon FBA. And my first survival tip is that you've got to be building a real brand. Now, you might be like, well, Alex, I am building a real brand. But the chances are that you're not. Yet. So let me tell you what a brand isn't. A brand isn't a logo or a name. And a brand definitely isn't a bunch of random products just being sold on Amazon. A brand is when you've got loyal customers that love what you do. They love your products and they return to buy from you time and time again. It's what you've got when somebody needs something and your product or your service, it comes to mind. You're what they search for on Google or on Amazon or on YouTube. So people don't think about buying an electric car. They think about buying a Tesla. So this is what you need if you want to survive long term. You need people to be actively searching for your brand and wanting to buy stuff from you regularly. You want to be synonymous with whatever the niche is that you're selling in. And the reason that this is so important is because one of the biggest keys to success with Amazon FBA is appearing at the top of the search results. So when people go to Amazon and they search for a product like yoga balls, for example, you appear right at the top. But in the future, you need people to be actively searching for your brand. So you're not only getting sales from people that are searching for yoga balls, you're getting sales from people that are searching Bouncy Bob's big bouncy yoga balls. All right, whatever your yoga ball brand name is, you're getting searches from people searching for that. And they're searching for you because they've already heard of you. They've got a friend that's used your yoga balls and who's told them that they're amazing. They've seen one of your ads on a different platform. They just know who you are and they trust you. Now, one of the best examples that I've ever seen of this is Ridge Wallets. Now, this is a brand that's so popular that they've literally got hundreds of thousands of people on Amazon searching directly for their brand name. So if you've got Helium 10's Chrome extension, which by the way, you can get 40% off at the minute, check out the link in the description, and you go ahead and you type in Ridge Wallet, you're going to see there's tons of people, literally hundreds of thousands of people searching for their brand name every single month. Now, they did this by creating a top quality product and by doing top quality marketing off of Amazon. So they don't need to worry about ranking #1 for a keyword like men's wallets. They've already got 150,000 people a month searching directly for their brand. Now, this is what you call a real brand. So the bottom line is, if you really want to survive, and not only survive, but if you really want to thrive in the future of Amazon FBA, then one of the things that you'll need to have is people actively searching for your brand. And you're sat there thinking, that's all well and good, Alex, but how the hell do I get people to search for my brand? So one of the ways that you do that is by building brand awareness of who you are with great marketing off of Amazon. And yeah, let me explain how you do that. So you do that by, first of all, having a top quality product. At the core of every top brand is a top quality product that people talk about and they tell their friends about. It seems obvious, but so many people overlook it. You need to be aiming to create a top class product that people love. So that's exactly why brands like Ridge or Hexclad or all these super successful brands, that's how they do so well. Their product is incredible. And the next way that you can build your brand awareness off of Amazon is by using influencers to promote your products organically and with paid ads. So you need to be using things like TikTok Shop and Facebook Shop to drive awareness and sales. So this is exactly how people like Robert Oliver, is how people like him have grown multiple Amazon brands to crazy numbers in some of the most competitive niches. So a few years ago, Robert launched a supplement brand called the Genius brand. He grew it to 8 figures in annual revenue, and then he sold it for an estimated $30 million. And he's doing it again with his new coffee supplements brand, Top Shelf Grind. Now, a huge part of Robert's strategy with both of these brands is leveraging influencers and viral TikTok videos to drive awareness and traffic to his Amazon listings. So years ago, this used to be just an optional extra. But if you want to survive on Amazon in the future, this is going to be something that you need to be doing. Now, next up, you need to be building communities on Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, whatever social platform that your target customer spends their time on, you need to be educating them there. You need to be entertaining them, and you need to be engaging them. If you build a community of people interested in the topics and the activities related to your product, then you're going to have a much easier time selling to them. Now, one of my favorite examples of this is a brand called AlphaPort. So these guys have got an Instagram account with almost 1 million followers, and they've done that by reposting content from other social media accounts. So if you can, go and check them out, and you'll see that they post funny and cute dog videos, cat videos, and stuff like that. But none of the content, when you actually have a look, none of it's actually theirs. They literally just repost other creators' videos, and that's helped them build a ton of followers, which they can then advertise to. And having these skills for building audiences and communities and leveraging off Amazon marketing, this is really going to help you with my next survival tip. You need to be selling products that have repeat customers. So this is the golden ticket for any business, recurring revenue. It's the reason why SaaS businesses are so valuable, and it's the holy grail in e-commerce. You need to be looking at adding products to your portfolio that customers come back and buy again and again and again. The biggest challenge for any e-commerce brand is increasing lifetime value. If customers only ever buy from you once and then you never see them again, it makes your marketing extremely expensive. But if you've got customers that come back every single month to buy the same product over and over again, then each single customer you acquire becomes more and more valuable, because instead of just buying that single $40 product, they're coming back month after month, and they're spending hundreds of dollars every single year. And this is the strategy that we're adopting with our own brand to take us from 7 figures to 8 figures a year. So our brand is in the pet space, and we're pivoting now into pet food and pet supplements. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our own existing customer base to launch a new range of products that customers are going to use Amazon's subscribe and save feature to buy. So imagine that you've got a pet brand and you sell dog leashes. You sell 4,000 dog leashes a month. That's 4,000 new customers every single month that you can market to try and sell other products. So if you then launch a range of dog food, for example, you can advertise in your own product inserts or through email marketing to drive people to buy your dog food every single month. And that's the number one goal that we've got in 2024 with our own brand, because eventually we want to go on and sell it. And the way that we're going to do that and get a big fat multiple is if we've got recurring revenue. That's the security that buyers are looking for when they're looking to buy brands. They want to feel confident that if they buy your business, it's going to continue to make cash into the future. And by having these types of products in your portfolio, you're going to massively increase the value of your business and how attractive it is to these types of buyers. All right, so my next survival tip is that you need to create custom products that stand out. Today, custom products are a huge advantage in a crowded marketplace. So the old school way of just slapping a logo on a generic water bottle with some slick photography, that's going to get harder and harder to make work. So in the future, you're going to have to step it up to private label level 2. This is where you actually need to customize something about the product to make it truly unique. So when you're thinking about customizing products, there's really 2 dimensions that you need to be thinking about. So the first is how you're going to visually differentiate. And the second one is how you'll differentiate functionally by adding new or unique functionality that your competition doesn't have. So for example, imagine a TV remote with a coffee cup holder. All right, that's a terrible idea, but you get the point. And yeah, all this customization, it takes a little bit more time and it takes a little bit more cash, but it's absolutely something that you can do relatively easy. And not only is it going to help your brand stand out, but with custom products comes intellectual property. And IP protection can help you build moats around your business and your brand, and these moats make it much more difficult for other sellers to swoop in with the same product and undercut you on price. So this is exactly what Hexclad have done with their range of non-stick pans. They've got a patented technology that helps their pans be non-stick and scratch proof. And this has really helped them stand out in a super competitive niche. And they've also done what I was talking about a few minutes ago, which is heavily leveraging influencers. And not just any influencers like Gordon Ramsay. So apparently Gordon Ramsay actually owns a percentage of the business now, and he's helped them absolutely crush it. So the takeaway here is that you're not going to be able to survive for very long if you're just white labeling the same crap from Alibaba as everyone else. And that brings us square into an absolute essential if you want to succeed with Amazon FBA in the future. You need to have a deep understanding of how Amazon's A9 algorithm works. So most people don't think of Amazon as a search engine, but it is. And in order to win, you need to understand how to rank your products on that search engine. In a nutshell, you rank products by having a high click-through rate and high sales velocity. Amazon basically wants to promote the products to get the most clicks and the most sales. It's as simple as that. So you need to get really creative with your branding and with your hero images to make sure that you stand out as much as possible. If your product's hero image looks the same as everyone else's, you've got fewer reviews, and you're more expensive, then why would any customer click on your listing? You also need to have a deep understanding of Amazon SEO and product launches. You can't just put up a listing and wait for the sales to roll in. You've got to drive some serious sales velocity in the first few weeks of your launch. So this means having a deep understanding of how to create tight PPC campaigns targeting the most relevant keywords for your product. Doing this makes sure that you're sending very specific signals to Amazon about what it is that you've got to offer. It means driving qualified traffic to your listing that actually converts into sales. Because if your conversion rate is low, then Amazon's algorithm is never going to rank you. And if you really want to nail it, you need to be sending that off-site traffic that we talked about just a few minutes ago. Like I said, external traffic and off-Amazon branding is going to continue to play a huge, huge role in your success on Amazon. Then you've got to understand how to create a top-class listing with top-class design and top-class photos. You've got to have a deep understanding of who your customer is and what they care about, so that you can craft all of the messaging in your listing around the exact points that they're looking for when they're browsing around Amazon. You've got to understand how to optimize keywords, and you've got to understand how paid advertising and organic search, how they work together. These are the kind of things that are going to keep you alive and get you ahead in the future of Amazon FBA. On top of that, you've got to have a deep understanding of how Amazon's pricing works, because pricing impacts a product success like nothing else on Amazon. You can't just decide to sell a premium product for 40% more than the rest of the sellers if you want to survive. People buying on Amazon are price sensitive. And the reality is that if you're too expensive, you're going to struggle to get sales and you'll struggle to get clicks. So my point is that you can't just have a surface level understanding how all this stuff works if you want to survive and thrive. You need to be part of communities that are actively sharing insights and learning and growing so that you can stay ahead of the curve. And this is what we built with our own community, Honest FBA. So do all of these things and you will be selling like it's Prime Day every damn day. Because you know what they say, the best way to get ready for the future is to start by preparing for it today. Sorry, I know that was really cheesy. So while you're waiting for the future, go and watch this live product research video that I did recently, because it's going to blow your damn socks off.